Hey there, gang, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Gigs here, and today's message, compete with you yesterday. I started out in life looking at everybody around me and making a decision that I was going to be the best I could be, and I was going to beat these people. I remember going to work in our Fort Lauderdale office. The number one salesperson there was Steve Friedlander, and he happened to be Agent of the Year. I said, wow, that's a huge hill to climb. But I set out to climb it, did the best I could. I ended up fourth in my first year with the company, but without me competing with Steve at that time, I don't know that I would have climbed so high. I would continue to do this most of my life. I would compete with others around me. And then as I grew older, I began to realize, well, what if these people are not around anymore? What happens when there's no one to compete with? What happens when I'm at the top of the food chain and there's nobody above me? Not that that ever happened, but I'm just saying, competing with myself became now my number one priority, and it is today. My goal is to be just a little bit better than I was yesterday in several key areas of my life. And by competing with me yesterday, I find myself making small improvements all the time because I'm wanting to be better than I was yesterday. Now, this works whether you're in business, in sports, in academics, in music, in fashion. If we will just take a moment, pause for a second, and say, who am I right now? Can I be better today and tomorrow than I am today? How many of you know the answer is yes? You can be better than you were yesterday. All you have to do is compete with you yesterday. You become your competitor. This is a much healthier way I have found to compete and live my life also. And I hope it makes sense to you as well. It sure made sense to me when I thought about it and I heard it, and then I began to do it. I began to realize that everyone around me, I'm not competing with them. These people complete me, actually. I learn from people better than me all the time. When I go to our conferences in our company, I'm in the first or second row there taking notes, and then I'm getting with my partners to discuss what these people up there who are so amazing, better, quote, than we are, what they're doing. And then you grow. You know what gets in the way of this? Your ego, your pride. Pride and ego really destroy more people than anything else in this world. And if you compete with you yesterday instead of other people, making them the enemy, you're going to find yourself living, quote, your best life ever. That's the message today, gang. Compete with you yesterday and be better today than you were yesterday. And I'll promise you a good life. Thanks for joining me today in the broadcast, gang, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.